Hi, this is Josh at TruBeacon, and I'm going to walk you through how to connect Order Display to your Clover account, as well as how to use Order Display and some of the great features that Order Display has. So in the previous video on the website, you saw how to download and install Order Display on a third-party Android tablet. Once it's installed, you're going to launch it, and in the upper right you'll find a menu button. Click on the menu button and go to the settings screen. Here the first thing that you're going to see is connect to Clover. Go ahead and go do that. It's going to redirect you to the standard Clover web login page. Using your Clover credentials for the merchant that you want to connect this Order Display device to, go ahead and log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to see a list of all the merchants that are associated with that username and password. I have numerous ones, test merchants here. You might only have one or two or whatever, that's fine. I'm going to use Marcy's Coffee Shop for this demo. So now I've clicked on Marcy's, and now this Android device running Order Display is connected to Marcy's Coffee Shop. Before I show you any of the other settings, let me click back to the Orders in Progress screen and show you what the default behavior is. I've just clicked over to a simulator for a Marcy's Clover terminal, and I'm going to, in the Register app, I'm going to add an item. I'm going to add another item with some modifiers and another item with no modifiers. And you can see in Order Display that that order is being displayed as it was being built. And if I go back to the Clover device, if I add another item, and I add another item here, and another item here, you can see that when we switch back over to Order Display, it's showing the order as it's being constructed. I'll go ahead and save it and just start another order real quick so you can see what it looks like with multiple orders in the queue. So there's the second order that I created. You can clear these out individually by clicking done. You can clear them all out at the same time by clicking down here. I'll go ahead and clear them all out. So that's the default behavior for Order Display, and you can get to some of the cool settings up here in the menu again. So clicking back on Settings, you have the option of displaying the order type title. So this is, you might have dine-in or to-go or various order types as defined in your Clover account. Order origin title, this is the name of the Clover device that the order came from. Again, that's a setting that you can adjust in your Clover account. Only show orders that have been paid. This is a setting that you can toggle. I'll go ahead and toggle it so we can see how it works in a second. This allows the Order Display to only show items after they've been paid. This could potentially prevent confusion if you're concerned about an order being created and then a customer maybe changes their mind mid-order. But as you just saw, Order Display is showing it the order as it's being created. So you potentially have the confusion of a customer changing their mind after you've already started to prepare an item. So you might want to click this just in case to avoid confusion and make sure that they've paid. You've also got order type filtering, which means you can even prevent orders of a certain type from even showing on the device. So you might have a to-go order display versus a delivery order display. You might not want them all to show on the same device. You might only want to show on a device orders from a particular type. Similarly with devices, you might not want all the devices to be sent to the Order Display, and you can adjust that here. Right now all of them are checked, which means any order from any of these devices will go to Order Display. Line item filtering is another thing where you can use labels as defined in Clover and then attached to a particular item to show or not show that item in the Order Display. So if I click on label 1 here, what that means is that any item that has label 1 attached to it is not going to just show up in Order Display. So two things that we'll check out here real quick is I clicked on one of those line item filters and I clicked that only show orders that have been paid for. So now let's go back to the queue again, and we'll go ahead and save this order, and let's add item 1, let's add item 2, and let's add item 3, and then if we click over to Order Display, you see it's not being shown because it hasn't been paid for. Now we pay for it. and now it's going to show up in order display. But you can see item 2, which we had in fact added to this order, is not being displayed. And that's because item 2 has that label associated with it. And a really easy way that we can just check that is to go back into the settings, and we can switch that line item filtering off. So let's remove that line item filtering. And now if we go back to the screen, you can see, oh, look at that, item 2 has shown up. So that's order display by TruBeacon for a third-party Android device and linking it to your Clover account, and some of the really cool features that allow order to display to be highly customized and highly powerful for helping your business get orders completed in a remote location from where the actual Clover terminals are located. There's contact information for us on the website where you downloaded this, and there's also contact information available through the Clover App Market. So feel free to get in touch with us if you have any questions or other features that you'd like to see in future updates to order display. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.